Don't you want to reciprocate the energy that he's given to you? If he's buying you nice things, if he's taking care of you, if he's providing, if he's protecting, don't you want to reciprocate that energy? I honestly feel like you should be reciprocating that energy. What's up, y'all? It's Kizzle. I am the founder of Express Yourself Black Man, which is a community of healing specifically geared towards healing Black men. And so what we're doing is we have a growing community of over 37,000 people on IG, and we're having conversations about Black mental health, therapy, accountability, vulnerability, transparency, and just ways in which we can heal as a Black community. So do yourself a favor, and if you're not following us on IG, definitely follow us on IG. You should see an animation popping up somewhere over here. And if you're not subscribed to us on YouTube, definitely do yourself that favor as well and subscribe to us on YouTube. You should see an animation popping up somewhere over here, floating, doing what it does, right? And this is just one video of many videos in which we'll talk about Black love, relationships. We have other videos on mental health. We have other podcast episodes on mental health. So get integrated with our community. If that's your vibe, if healing is your vibe, if Black love and relationships are your vibe, then you're in the right place. Definitely subscribe to the community on YouTube and follow us on Instagram to join the conversation. So without further ado, today we're going to be talking about how to love a Black man the right way. Because I know there's a lot of people that think they're loving the Black man in their life correctly, and they're really not. They're really not. The way that you're loving him is probably the way that you know how to be loved, which may not exactly correlate to the way that he wants to receive love. So I came up with a list of 6 different things in which I feel like you implementing will help your situation with whatever Black man you have in your life. So the first thing you need to do is listen to him. And I know I get a lot of feedback from women when I say you need to listen to your man. Sometimes they automatically assume that means that they need to submit. And a lot of women don't like the word submit, and so they kind of throw up when they hear listen. But I'm not saying that you have to listen to every single thing that he says and not have a life of your own and not have your own autonomy. That is crazy.
That's crazy!
I would not be telling you to do that. That is actually insane, and that is a recipe for an unhealthy relationship. What I mean by listen to him is talk to him. Actually listen when he responds, and listen to comprehend, not to respond. Because a lot of times the reason why we get into arguments is because we're just responding back and forth to each other, and nobody's taking time to hold up space for the other party to just listen to comprehend. So a good practice that you can implement in your relationship or your dating phase or whatever it is that you're doing is to have check-ins. Have check-ins in which you create a space in which both of you guys can speak to each other. So a great way to do a check-in is before bed, or when you wake up, or after work, or during dinner, right? Because these are times in which there are low friction. You guys should just be relaxing. Another good thing to do is to practice mirroring, right? And mirroring is basically the practice of regurgitating or reiterating what someone says to you. So case in point, let's say we're having a check-in and I'm telling you that I'm feeling off about our relationship because you haven't told me that you love me recently. A great way to mirror in that conversation would be for you to say, okay, Kizzle, I heard you say that you feel off about our relationship because I haven't told you that I love you recently. And then you go into how you feel. What you do when you mirror is that you affirm that you understand what it is that I'm saying. And another powerful thing about mirroring is that it also validates my experiences as a man. It makes me feel like it's okay for me to talk about what I'm talking about and that you can hold space for me in that way. So definitely listen to him. And listening to comprehend goes a long way. Please practice that because it will help your man to open up. I know a lot of times I get questions from Black women in the community about how do I get my man to open up? Listening to him, listening to comprehend will get him to open up. Number 2, be proactive. Now, this is building on listening to us. Since you're listening to us, you should know what we like and what we don't like. And being proactive is just simply doing the things that we like instead of the things that we don't like, and doing them without us having to tell you, quote unquote, right, to do them, right? So simple things. I'm not saying to get frisky. This is not what I'm telling y'all to do. I'm not telling y'all gotta go out and buy lingerie and, light the candles and set the vibe and be frisky every night. That's not what I'm telling you have to do. All I'm saying is you got to do the things that we like. There's so many different things that we like outside of that thing. You know what I'm saying? So, simple things, right? And I know some of y'all gonna vomit when y'all hear this. Simple things like cooking, plating our food, watching sports with us, or just giving us space to operate outside of the relationship. Meaning giving us space to just be our own selves, which is another tip that we're gonna get into. So be proactive. You're listening to us, so now you should be using the information that you've learned from those conversations to be proactive in whatever relationship that you're in, so that the man that you're with knows that you're listening. Okay, number 3, buy us nice things. And I know, again, some of y'all are probably gonna vomit. What I mean by buy us nice things, I don't mean buy us expensive things. I don't mean you gotta go out and get Dior. If that's your tax bracket, listen, by all means, go ahead, do what you do. I ain't gonna stop another brother from getting a great gift, right? Do what you do. But what I mean by buy us nice things is, again, it goes back to listening. What is it that we like, right? And also, don't you want to reciprocate the energy that he's giving to you? If he's buying you nice things, if he's taking care of you, if he's providing, if he's protecting, don't you want to reciprocate that energy? I honestly feel like you should be reciprocating that energy. I think in a healthy relationship, both parties are putting 100% in. And in my mind, 100% is always reciprocating energy. So buy us nice things. It doesn't have to be expensive. I have a video in which I talk about 5 great gifts for Black men. So watch to the end of this video, and I'll definitely link that, because that'll help you to find some gifts that you can get your man that aren't going to break the bank. So definitely buy us nice things. That's number 3. Number 4, let us chill. So we talked about this a little bit earlier, right? Creating space for your man to be in his own individuality. We are human beings. We are human beings. Sometimes we just need time to chill. It doesn't mean that we hate you. It doesn't mean that we don't want anything to do with you. It doesn't mean that we don't love you. It just means we're a human being and we just need a little space. So if he's playing 2K, or if he's playing Call of Duty, or if he's on FaceTime, or if he's just not as present, maybe he just needs space and he doesn't need to hear you arguing him down about him not listening to what it is that you're talking about. Now, again, I don't want to make an excuse for a man that's not doing his job in a relationship, but what I do want you to understand is that sometimes we get overwhelmed, just like you guys get overwhelmed, and we need space. Again, it's up to him to communicate that, and you guys should be on the same page about that. But really ask yourself, have you given him the space to be able to communicate his needs in a relationship? And if you haven't, then now is the time to do so. Implement those check-ins. Practice mirroring. Practice listening to comprehend instead of responding, because a lot of the arguments that I hear about in relationships, and a lot of the arguments that I used to get into, were just because we were two people listening to respond and not to comprehend. And if you rolled your eyes when I said let us chill and let us practice our individuality, I need you to rewind the last minute or so in which I talked about that and listen to it again, because you are the person that I'm talking to. Literally, I'm talking to you. So please, let your man chill. Let him chill. Oh my God, I don't even know what number we're on right now, but I'm gonna keep going, right? Stop listening to your toxic friends. This is the next tip. Stop listening to your toxic friends. Good Lord. Oh my God. Oh my God, bro. I could literally make a whole video on this. I feel it. I feel like this is gonna be another video. Because some of y'all friends be hating. Some of y'all friends be haters. And on the other end, some of y'all friends really want us. They want us. And so they're giving you bad information because they want us back on the market. And I know that sounds crazy to some of y'all, but it's true. And I would be doing you a disservice if I didn't say that. Like, I can always peep when shorty friend is a little sus, because they just do extra stuff. And it's just like, bro, why are you moving like that? I'm with your friend. Like, why you? And I just always you just gotta distance yourself. You just gotta distance yourself. And then sometimes she gets salty and now she's telling the shorty that you with, which will be you, that I ain't no good and that you not happy with me and all these different things, and just throwing so much toxicity in the air to the point where you get confused. And it's really because you don't know how to practice discernment between right friends and wrong friends. And so you're listening to the wrong friend, and now we have turmoil in our relationship. So please practice discernment when it comes to your friends. A lot of y'all have toxic friends. I have toxic friends, but the difference is I have identified which of my friends are toxic, and when it comes to relationships, I dub their advice because I know it's coming from a place of toxicity. And it's just that simple. It's that simple. It's that simple. Please pray for discernment. Pray for discernment. For those of y'all that don't know what it is, discernment is simply just understanding how to make a decision between right and wrong. And some of y'all have blindfolds on when it comes to the people in your network. And I'm praying that y'all find the discernment to decipher right from wrong when it comes to people closest to you. Okay, definitely probably will be a video later on at some point in time, but let's continue this video. The next tip is to communicate. Good Lord. I know I said good Lord for the last one, but man, these are hitting right now. These are hitting. I'm getting a migraine thinking about some of the conversations that I've had with women where they say, he should know. How? How, Sway?
How, Sway?
How should he know? Did you tell him? Did you tell him? Did you tell him? Please, please, please. So if you're one of those people that you're like, he should know, please rewind. Rewind the video. Rewind. Go back 30, 45, however many seconds you need to go back and replay this tip again because this is for you. Communicate. We are not Professor X. We cannot read your mind. You need to talk to us. Like, it is that simple. Express yourself healthily so we can move forward as a unit. It's that simple. It's nothing more to it. But some of y'all just don't know how to communicate. Y'all just don't know how to communicate. And y'all put all the blame on us and all the responsibility on us, like for us to read your mind. And that's not fair to us. It's not. It's really not. And that's the last tip. That's the last tip. So to go back and just to recap, just so y'all got it. Number one is listen to him. Listen to comprehend. Create space in your relationship for him to speak. Number two is be proactive. Now that you're listening, you should know what this man likes. Do it without him having to tell you to do it. Number three is buy us nice things. I said nice, not expensive. For those of y'all that have made it all the way through the video, you will see the next video in which I talk about 5 dope gifts for Black men. Number 4 is let us chill. Let us practice our individuality, our autonomy. I'm not saying that we should be going out and cheating. I am not condoning cheating. I hate cheaters. My mom said I should never use the word hate, but she probably won't watch this. So I hate cheaters, right? So I'm not saying that, but he should be able to practice his individuality. He's a human being. Number 5 is stop listening to your toxic friends. And then number 6 is learn how to communicate. Learn how to express yourself healthily so that we know how we can help you. And those are the tips. Those are the tips. It's really that simple. I'm not asking y'all to go out and buy us Lamborghinis. These are simple tips that you can implement right now in your relationship to make your relationship better, literally. And this is coming from a Black man. Trust me. Send this to the Black man in your life. Actually, do that. Send this video. If you don't believe me, that's fine. That's A-okay. Send this video to the Black man in your life and ask him if I'm wrong. Ask him if I'm wrong. If he says I'm not, then you need to subscribe. It's that simple. Send this to the Black man in your life. Comment below if some of the tips that I mentioned hit home for you. Comment below some more tips, some things that you've learned. Comment some questions. Let me know what it is that you want me to talk about in next videos. And just join our community. Subscribe to us on YouTube. Follow us on Instagram. We are having so many dope conversations about building a better Black community. And I want you to be a part of it. If you've made it to the end of this video, I truly appreciate you. I just want to send you love and light. And I just want to say, Black man, it's okay to not be okay because it is. I'll see y'all in the next one. All right. Peace.
Sometimes
I know you feel like you ain't got nobody to speak to. A shoulder to lean on somebody you could preach to. No, you need to hear it, my brother, I love you. We got way too much to live for. We got way too much to live for. When we get it all, we want
Looks like you
more.
lost another one.
When we get it, still we want more. I know it's hard, but you just gotta push on. Tell me for only Brody, always tryna bring you. If you ever feeling down, bro, you never alone. If you ever feeling down, you can always hit my phone. If you ever feeling down, bro, you never alone. Okay, hey, I'm your shoulder to lean on. Express yourself, de-stress yourself. I don't wanna talk about me, tell me how you feeling well. Since you know that you alive, but this earth feeling